Oh, no, for me it's like real slow. Do you want to like stop and start again?
Oh no, maybe it's because I have it on two screens. I don't know. If it's working, it's working.
Yeah, like for me it's like da, 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 da,
And for me, it's.
that tracks.
Yeah.
Yours is like hella metal and mine's just like do 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 do.
Oh, that makes sense. Oh, that reminds me. I want to do an episode also on our favorite music, and
Yes.
then we could maybe play songs of our favorite music, and then we can see if we can guess the song right
Oh my gosh.
quickly.
I wonder. I don't know though, because like sometimes you listen to some stuff and I'm like, I have no idea what this is, but it's real
No,
metal.
no, no. You play my music and I play your music, and then you
Ah,
guess the name of the song.
I love it. I love that. That's gonna require us like sending each other our favorite movie. Or I love. Actually, that's like
No, we
so
can
cute.
just play it like
Yeah,
this.
no, no, no. I mean, like to prepare. Like
Oh
we can
yes,
like send.
yes,
I just think that
exactly.
that's like such a love language. Do you feel the same? Like when someone sends you like their favorite music?
Yeah. No, yeah, definitely. It makes you very vulnerable.
Yeah, I remember this one time you made me this really cute playlist that I don't have anymore because that account's gone. But you made me this adorable playlist with like my name
Yes.
and then like all of these like songs that go with it, and it's just so
Yeah, every
cute.
first letter of the song spelled something out. I
Yeah.
still
Oh
have
my
it
god.
here.
You have to send me that because I literally melted and died inside like of happiness.
I have all the songs, and it all spells like your old name is een schatje. Which means that a river is an adorable human being.
Oh, I love you.
I don't know, schatje, what's that? Sweetie.
Sweetie. Sweetie.
Sweetie. Anyway, hello guys, welcome to our new episode. And today we are going to talk about our special interests. Hell yeah.
Great. I anyone want to guess what Liz's special interest is?
Ah! No, wait, didn't you want to start?
Oh, is it me first?
Ja, want we gaan 2 afleveringen maken, toch?
Oh, okay,
En
yes.
dan doen we het nu intro voor eentje en een intro voor de volgende.
Okay, you're right.
Okay,
You are right.
and today we are talking about river special interest, which is
I've got many, but today we're going to just focus on ghosts cuz I have an adorable obsession with like spirits because they're so cute.
yes, you do.
It's like a very random topic if you think about it, but like for me
Well,
it's like so like ingrained in like who I am, especially cuz I'm writing
yeah.
a story that has a ghost in it. So like I feel like I've always just been kind of obsessed with like the idea of like an afterlife and then being able to like be around afterwards.
Yes.
Yeah.
And do you remember you also dressed up as a ghost
Oh
once
yeah.
for this
I
podcast?
feel it. See, that's what I mean though. Like it's like so it's just a part of me. It's like air. Like ghosts are just like
It's everywhere.
it's everywhere, especially like I have like a haunted doll and like I do like readings, like tarot readings and oracle readings for people to like talk to their like loved ones, and I'm trying to like learn how to become a medium and like, all these things, right? Because I genuinely believe in ghosts. I know some people just like haha, it's like fun, but like I like believe in them. I've seen things in my life to make me like know for sure that they exist.
You've seen some shit.
I've seen some shit, guys. Like to
Yeah.
me it's very true. It's like it's as true as like the sky being blue. Oh, I rhymed.
Hey!
Hey!
Nice! That's the best one that accidentally happens. Right?
Yeah.
Tell me I'm wrong. No.
But yeah, so I mean, oh, you know what's so funny? I didn't even realize this.
You have a ghost mug!
I even have a ghost. It was meant to be.
Yes.
Today was meant to it was meant to be for me to be talking about ghosts. This is my true calling, is just to talk about ghosts.
Yeah. Yeah, so we both kind of have more than one special interest, I guess. For me, it's weird to see like if something is a special interest, or if it's just been a hyperfixation for a while and then has a special place in my heart, or I don't know. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I think I'm also learning what the difference is between a hyperfixation and a special interest. So like the way that I'm realizing it is that it's something that stays with you throughout your life, that you always have an affinity for.
Mm-hmm.
Like something that like you're just like, "Whoa," like you're just super into it for years and years and years. And a hyperfixation can be something that like you're really interested in for a time, and you get super into it, and then it falls away.
Yeah.
And then you might pick it up again later,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not as consistent as like your special interest, which is just something that you're always into,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Did I do it?
Yeah.
I did it.
Yeah, hyperfixation is really intense really quickly, and then it falls away right away. And then for me, special interest is just an interest that keeps coming back.
Yeah.
So it's not always super intensive for me. Like for my special interest, I will have moments where I'm super into it, and other times I don't really care about it. But I still do care about it, but I don't really want to engage in it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, exactly.
But we're here today to talk about your special interest.
Hey, we can converse. We can have like little moments where we just
Yeah, but we gotta stay on the plan, dear.
we're like we gotta stay on the topic of the well, not yeah. It's one of those things where it's not everyone's cup of tea. Like it's one of those special interests that like when you try to bring it up to like other people, they're like, "Okay, cool, bro."
You mean ghosts?
Yeah, like that it's because it's just like either you like the idea cuz it's fun, or you don't believe in it at all, or you believe in it. Like those are the three options. Like that's it. There's no more.
Just click on options.
And I think I love talking about it, but I have to make sure that it's like with the right people.
Oh yeah.
Like for example, one of my favorite things to do is like watch like haunted
Shows.
yeah, like with Zach Baggins.
Baggins.
What's this thing called again? I think it's like Ghost Adventures or something.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Um like he's ridiculous. He's such a character. And I think that they like provoke spirits a lot, like make them angry like too much, but it's so fun to watch. And it's also really cool to like understand the equipment that they use. Like that's another thing, is like Zach Baggins does this thing where he's like always trying to like provoke the spirits. Like, and the thing is with me, like, and how I view them is like I don't view spirits as like negative or positive. They just are. And they're always like, it's a demon, and I'm like, it's just probably a really irritated spirit. They just want you to leave them alone.
Who is just like, get off my lawn.
Oftentimes that's the case. Oftentimes they're just like, this is where I grew up and you don't belong here.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
like these
imagine how pissed off you would feel if someone just barged into your house and started screaming.
Yeah, and sometimes they don't understand too. That's the thing about spirits as well, and like things that I've learned over time, is that they don't get it, like, or they understand but they just are unwilling to change. And another thing is that spirits that are on Earth are usually like the ones that like stay in houses or haunt, quote unquote. They're there because something happened in their life that's keeping them from quote unquote moving on, but really what that means is just that they're not stuck in one place. Like spirits can come and go. There's a lot of like wandering spirits that just like come around and then they disappear. But like the haunting ones, those are ones that like are stuck. I guess like my obsession came because like I used to watch like scary movies and stuff with my mom, and she would watch like ghost hunting shows and that kind of thing. And I remember the first encounter I had with a ghost, quote unquote, was so ridiculous. Like it's like one of those, and it's the only time that I could actually physically remember like watching something physically happen, like that wasn't just like a like in the corner of my eye or like a small like whip, you know.
Mhm.
I like walked into my bathroom because I had to pee,
As one
and
does.
I look up. Yeah, as one does, just a random moment. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom. I just walk, just walk in, and there's like this razor that's just floating
What?
in the middle of the air. It's just floating in the middle of the air.
Ghost razor.
Yeah, almost like they were like shaving their face or something. And then as soon as I opened and noticed that it was literally floating in the air, like I could see its reflection in the mirror, it dropped. And I was just like, what the what just happened? It wasn't scary or anything. It was just like the most random thing I've ever seen in my life. Like it was just very
You know
random.
what that reminds me of?
What?
That moment in Interview with the Vampire, the movie, where he's just holding the cup in front of the mirror and he's like, "Ooh, ghost cup."
Oh my gosh. Yep.
Yeah, but you
Yep.
didn't see
No.
a vampire, so that's ruled
No, I
out.
didn't see anything. I only saw the razor.
Yeah.
That's it. And it, like I thought about it. I'm like, was I hallucinating? Was it, you go through the random things that you always do, but that like moment has always stuck with me because it's so random. It's not scary. It's not anything. It's just like this little blip in time that just didn't make any sense. And it just is like, okay, yeah, ghost.
Yeah.
It had to have been, like what else was it?
And with that, you already answered my questions. I had two questions for you, but
Oh, the whole thing?
they're already
Oh,
covered
I'm so
now. It
sorry.
was, um, did you know?
When did
Yeah,
it
when did
start?
it start? And did you ever have a ghostly experience that have stayed with you?
Oh, well, that was one. I've had other ones, but that was the first one that was like,
That was the most
okay.
prominent because it's the first one.
Yeah, other ones have been more like just random, or like I have never like physically seen like an apparition or anything like that. Like I know some people have experienced apparitions. I've never experienced an apparition. I've seen slight apparitions of like my cat that passed away. Like I'll see like a tail, or like sometimes I'll feel her like brushing up against my leg, and then I'll look down and like there's nothing there. So like little things like that. But yeah, unfortunately I have not seen like a full bodied apparition. I would fucking love to. That would be so cool.
The holy grail for you.
Yeah, like I've had dreams in which I've seen some like Natalie. I've seen
Oh,
Natalie kind of.
yeah.
Oh,
Maybe you should
and I
explain who
also.
Natalie is.
Oh, right. Actually, her name is
Oh, really?
Valerie. I just found out. Yeah, I was on another podcast with my friend Iona. So Valerie is my haunted doll, and I thought her name was Natalie, like that was the name that I kept getting, but then I guess like she's also clairaudient, and so what that means is like you can kind of hear voices, or like spirits talking, and she kept hearing the name Valerie, and then we asked Natalie with dowsing rods if that was the correct name, and so she said yes. So it's going to take some getting used to because I've been calling her Natalie
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah, you've had her for a while.
Yeah, but she's my quote unquote haunted doll. She's just this like really sweet doll that I found because I was like on the hunt for a haunted doll, which is so not normal for me because I actually have like a real, well, when I was younger I had like a real fear of dolls. Like any kind, especially if it had any kind of like realistic face, like like baby dolls, like
Oh, and
I
Valerie
cannot.
dolls.
Yeah, Valerie does. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So I don't know I think like once I started tapping into like witchcraft and that kind of stuff, like I stopped being scared of it. you know?
Yeah.
She's like the only haunted thing I have, I guess.
Apart from you.
I'm very haunted. I'm so haunted. But
Yes.
yeah, so the other thing is just like I consume a lot of media that has ghosts in it. So for example,
Hmm.
I love this show called Ghosts. It's a UK show, which is just like,
Oh shit! I still haven't watched that one yet.
oh my gosh, you will freaking love it because, well, I feel like you would love it. I hope Marius would love it. It's like UK cheeky humor.
Like Misfits.
Yeah, yeah. So basically, to sum up what it's about this woman that moves into this big dilapidated estate, and there's like I think 10 ghosts, somewhere between 10 ghosts, and they're all from different timelines. So you have a
That's crowded, man.
and they all work together, which is really cool. Like so there's a caveman, there's like this uh like World War II veteran captain guy. There's like this woman that was burned at the stake for them thinking that she was a witch. So she just looks really like crispy. um there's like this Victorian looking lady, and like they're all from different timelines,
Yeah.
and they each have like different like abilities, and they're always like fighting with each other unless they're trying to do like they have like a common goal, then they'll work together. The caveman can make lights like flicker because he's been there the longest, so he's pretty good with his gift, and he's my favorite
Nice.
because he's really smart but dumb at the same
Oh
time.
yeah.
Like he's like so smart but he's dumb, and it's the best. Another show that I really enjoy that has ghosts in it is Being
Oh.
Human. That's another UK show. I'm using the UK versions because those are my favorites. Like they have the US adaptions, but they're never the same.
Yeah.
They just aren't.
UK TV is unmatched.
It's superior.
Yes.
Uh,
Superior in it.
um,
Okay, sorry.
yeah, and no, no, no. It's good. Um, and then in that show, there's this really cute ghost, and I just love her and her backstory, and I love the idea that like if you're murdered,
Murder.
your ghost will your ghost will just stay
Yeah.
around until you get like revenge.
Yeah.
I just love that. I'm just gonna sit right here until you get revenge, bruh.
Yeah.
Bruv.
Makes sense, kinda. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I probably could talk about ghosts forever, but I don't want to.
Oh, I can do an ex.
I'm kidding. What?
There, like, I heard of this theory that if you're murdered or if you're taken from this world in a hectic way, you'll sort of don't know that you've died, so you sort of like are in this moment where you don't understand or like I don't know how to.
Yeah, no,
I
you're
think you
right.
get it.
There Yeah, no, there's actually theories that like it just depends on the situation, but there's a couple things that can happen. Your spirit will stay and it will not remember anything, and it's just wandering in the space that it's confined to.
Yeah.
Um which is so interesting because what happened?
Oh, sorry. I just randomly I thought of a book that you would really like. I'll write it down so you can continue.
Yeah, that's another thing I was just about to mention. Like a really, really good book that I enjoy reading is A Certain Slant of Light, which has
Yes.
the main character in that is a woman who passed away, and the guilt of what happened when she passed away keeps her on Earth, and she has to tether herself to a human in order to stay. Otherwise, she like sort of sinks down into quote unquote hell, or that's where she thinks she's gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then I also recently saw a movie on Netflix that was kind of fun. It's called We Have a Ghost, and it has Hopper from
Oh.
Stranger Things in it. But yeah, so So that's one thing that can happen. They all just forget. Another thing that can happen is instead of their spirit staying, sometimes things can resolve themselves and the spirit actually gets to leave or ascend, and then the memory or the stain of the murder will stick around on something. Like sometimes like the energy will stay on a surface. So you'll like, for example, you're in a haunted house, right? Murders have happened,
Yeah.
and at 3 a.m. every night you hear a scream and a bang.
That makes me think of Amityville.
Yeah. uh, no, it's like it's similar.
That's the bang at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
because that dude killed his family in the night.
Yeah, so that's a stain. So what that is, it's a memory that is left. It's like a mark that's left on a surface or on a, like, just the energy around that area. And so no spirits are actually involved in that. It's just like,
No spirits are hurt in the making of that
I
area.
mean, they were, but no longer. It's just a stain. And then the other one are vengeful spirits that like go through like these terrible events and they remember, and so they're very angry about it. I mean, some spirits don't get angry, like usually like child spirits that end up passing away in really bad ways, like they still like maintain their innocence, but it's also possible that they can get mad. And so people will confuse like their anger with like demonic energy or like this negative stuff, when it's really like, well, you have to think about what happened here, like what actually happened. And it's so easy for people to go to like demonic stuff because that's where like Hollywood would want it to go, because it's like
Yeah.
scary, but like in reality it's like it's probably just they're angry. That's it.
Yeah.
You get
Well,
angry,
people.
wouldn't you?
Yeah. And people gravitate towards dramaticness,
Yeah.
so it kind of makes sense.
Yeah. And I'm not saying that there isn't like negative energy out there or negative entities out there. There can be. But I try to refrain from using things like evil, because like what is evil? Like
Yeah.
evil is a person that commits a murder. But does that mean that they're demonic or that they were possessed, or does it mean that they just like grew up in a shitty situation in the shitty household and they snapped, and or they're just a bad person?
Yeah. Nurture versus nature.
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't often think that like just because a murderer has like a really shitty backstory that it like gives them
No.
reason to commit a
No.
murder. It doesn't. But but it does frame who that person is. What they do with that is their own choice.
Yeah. You have people who have awful and awful
Yeah,
child.
I was just about to say
Yeah.
I came from a really shitty childhood. I went through it. I'm not going to murder someone because of it. I made the choice to make myself a better person. Like, but there are often people that like go through the same. I know. Give me applause. Give it to me. Give it to me. I know.
Little pat on your shoulder.
Yeah, and I think like spirits also like tie into like true crime.
Hmm.
And when I was younger, I mean, not as much anymore, but I used to have like what I would consider like prolific dreams, and I would often see like people like being murdered in my dreams. Yeah,
No.
always
Oh
like
no.
for years it would be like different stories, with yeah, really
Different
really really
version.
realistic situations, and I would obsess over it.
I had that once, and that was kind of weird.
It is, and like I don't know them. I don't. That's the other thing, is like I would
Yeah.
have no recollection of who this is. I won't be able to like pin them in my life in any way. They're just a person that goes through a murder, and I'm like, am I supposed to like figure this out? And so I'll obsess over it for like weeks and like try to find it. And like that's the interesting thing about Natalie/Valerie, is that I'm pretty sure her spirit is connected to one of those dreams that I had, and I'm still trying to figure it out.
Oh no, you got homework with your doll.
I know. I'm like, I thought I'd never have to think about that
Yeah.
again,
And then
and
you
here we
bought a
are.
doll, and then
I know,
ta-da!
why did I have to
More
do
homework.
that? I love it. All right, well that was me and my special interest. So I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's really lovely to hear you talk about it because you get so passionate and you
I get all like excited.
yeah, it's really nice.
No, you're so sweet. Well, I hope everybody that listened enjoyed it because I know I'm rambling and none of it makes sense.
Well, there's a lot more people who like ghosts, so I mean, don't beat yourself up about it. It's our podcast. Okay, cut that out.
No, 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 I'm not gonna cut that out.
Fuck.
But you know what's really interesting? I think that's why Asher is my favorite character in my book.
Yes, I thought that too while you were talking. I was like, wonder why you written a ghost into your book.
I like, and the thing is that he wasn't originally a part of the book at all, but it was almost like this little like
He
tapping
just
was on the back.
inserted himself.
Yes, it was like I'd be writing and I'm like something's missing, and then it would just be like tap tap tap, like over
Asher
here.
was.
You can't see me, but I'm here. I was like, oh shit, he's a ghost.
Hey, nice. I love
Yeah,
that. Yeah, Asher is a very fun character. I can't wait to
yes.
read more about your book.
Yeah, I can't either. I'm really happy to be done with like the first one and published soon. I know I've been saying that for fucking months, but it's gonna happen, guys. I promise.
I can't wait either. I'm excited to read your book.
Aw.
I've read it in the beginning, and I'm
There's so
just
much that's changed.
yeah, I know. I'm just so curious about how all the things that is different now.
Yeah, that's how I feel about your book too.
Yeah, that's also different.
That's the whole point about rewrites, though, right? It's just like making sure it's like the best story it can possibly be.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah.
And no one will ever know what ever happened in the first version.
No, no one will ever know. That's the best part. Well, some people know about mine, but
Yeah, and I talked about it on this podcast. Like this, there's this whole person that ends up being a lot different. It's
I
just fun
know.
to later have the book. Like, do you think that if you have the book published and you think back on how that person first was, and then it's just like, oh, that doesn't fit at all.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree. Like I love the way that Sam is my main character. Like that what's interesting about it is that they're going to continue going through transitions.
Hey,
On the nose. Anyways, they're going to continue going through that.
little hint, people. Gezondheid.
Thank you guys for listening in. I am done talking about my special interest because I have a hard time with attention being on me. Anyways,
You did very well, and thank you so much for talking about it.
thank you for having me on our podcast.
Yes, you're very welcome. Thank you for being here.
Oh, I love being here. Please have me on again.
Oh, yes. Can you do next week?
I think I might be available next week. Just send me some times and I'll see if I'm available.
Okay, awesome. Yes, we'll do that. So, guys, you haven't heard The Last of River yet. And yeah, thank you for listening to our shenanigans today.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, nee.
Bear.
Als in ghost.
Or what Caitlin used to do when she was younger. Die, die.
Die, die, die.